Let's go. What? Here we go now.
Hey guys, Ryan Young, Kama Jiu-Jitsu. And I wanted to answer a question that was posted by subscriber Fernando Santana Luz. The question had to do with people training later in age. Whether or not judo was better for that, because he saw a lot of old guys, old judo guys that were training, but didn't see too many old jiu-jitsu guys that were training. I think his conclusion was, therefore, judo is better for people in old age because he doesn't see too many people in jiu-jitsu training in their old age. And I think that's actually not correct. It's a good observation, but I don't think it's correct. And the reason is because it kind of depends on your style of jiu-jitsu. If your jiu-jitsu is very modern, very contest-oriented, very sport, then yes, it's a young man's game because of the intensity that they're training at. You know, just the way they train with a lot of emphasis on the grips, with a lot of emphasis on speed and power and high intensity. Then yes, you're going to slow down when you get older. Simple as that. You're not going to be able to grip as long or as hard. In fact, a lot of guys, you notice they tape their fingers up when they train. Why? Because their fingers are all jacked up. You know, and depending on your style, you know, if you do a lot of sleeve grabbing, if you do a lot of those gi wraps in your game, if you grab a lot of pant leg when you're passing guard or holding position on somebody, then yeah, your fingers are going to get overworked. And in order to relieve the pain of the arthritis, you're going to have to wrap your fingers. Let's see, here we are. We're December 6, 2017. And I started training sometime in 89. I don't remember when. So that puts me at going on 29 years. And look at my hands, right? My fingers all work fine. Hi, baby.
Hi.
It's my daughter, Logan. Say wait, back to the camera.
Hi.
And my fingers are fine. I don't tape my fingers up at all. You know, neither does Dave Kama, neither does Jack Toffer, neither does Fernando Costa. None of us tape our fingers. Why? Because we don't play that kind of game. Your hands are the weakest part of your body because there's really no weight behind your hands, right? All the hands can do is grip. And if you're going to use all your strength in your fingertips to grip, then you're going to wreck them. If you've wrecked your fingers in your hands from all those years, then yes, you won't be able to do jiu-jitsu because that will be your style as well. Your style will be a very hard power style that requires a lot of grip strength, right? You see those videos of people throwing their gis up over a chin bar and hanging from their gi, or they do it with they throw a belt over that and you know, basically go and hang themselves from their gi or their belt and start doing chin-ups like that to develop their grip. You know, those types of games, I'm not saying they're bad. I mean, there is a value to them. But in the long run, your fingers are going to be gnarled and you're going to have arthritis in your hands and you will have a rough time. And if that is your style of jiu-jitsu, you're going to get to a certain point in life where your hands just can't do that anymore. And if your hands can't do that anymore, being that that's the whole backbone of your game is grips, then you are going to be SOL and not able to train. If you train with the old style of jiu-jitsu, I mean, you look at Grandmaster Helson, you look at Grandmaster Hickson, their hands are not messed up. Even their ears are not. Certain ways to train, certain mentality, you can do things well into your dying days. I mean, Grandmaster Elio trained into his 90s, trained until he died. And I've seen Grandmaster Red Belts training in their 70s. So yes, you can train. You just have to be smart about it and make sure that you don't play a hard game and you try to conserve your, you know, it's economy of motion. That's the most important thing. And if you can get that kind of game going, you can do it for the rest of your life. So that being the case, in answer to the question, you know, what about people wanting to start jiu-jitsu at a late age? That's fine. You know, that go ahead and do it. You just need to select your school carefully, because if they play that type of game where extreme flexibility and speed and power and grips are their bread and butter, then it's not going to be a match for you. You need to find a school that plays more, as we say, the old man jiu-jitsu. But believe it or not, the old man jiu-jitsu, if you had young guys playing the old man jiu-jitsu and they have their level of conditioning that you do as a kid, oh my God, you're going to be a monster. So anyway, that's where I'm at on that. Yeah, by all means, we've got 60-year-olds, we've got 170-plus-year-old that train with us. We've got several 50-somethings, right? Dave is 54, Fernando's 54, I'll be 50 in April, and I'm on the mat every day. But I just have to be smart about it. I can't train like I used to. I can't go up against the big, strong guys, especially the big, strong guys who are technical, because they know how to smash. The funny thing is, though, being that I'm almost 50, I'm actually better at surviving and protecting myself at this age than I was 10 years ago against the same guys. I can train and my body doesn't hurt like it used to. When I was maybe 40 or so and I'd be training with these big guys, being that we played a much harder style and I trained a lot harder as well, I would feel like I got run over by a bus. And it was no fun. But today I can train and I feel fine the next day. It's because I've learned how to protect myself better. But I have the foundation and the ability to do it because I was taught to do that. If that's your thing, if that's your situation, you're kind of older and you're wondering, should I try this jiu-jitsu? By all means, try it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. So I have no doubt that you'll feel the same way if you try it as well. Don't let age stop you. Just realize that you're not going to be able to necessarily keep up with the young guns. And if you're fine with that, then you'll be perfect. That's all I got for you. Happy training. Take care. Bye-bye.
1, 2.